join me joining my husband on his work trip to Manhattan. And I'm joining him right after a work trip of my own. We're going to be staying in Midtown, and that's where his work commitments are. And I'm going to be spending some time in my old haunts and going to be visiting in places that are new to me, going to 2 parts of Brooklyn that are new. So that's going to be really cool. And just really looking forward to spending some fun time with my husband and with my friends. So join us.
Can I tell you what's on my mind? 'Cause I've been thinking about it for quite some time. Hey, can you give me a moment to declare my love? Can I tell you what's on my mind? Can I get a chance to let you know you're my heart's desire, and I love you so? Will you stay right here, or will you run away if I tell you what's on my mind? I know we're more than friends, but less than lovers. This is not the end, there's much more to discover. Promise to stay, will you promise to never leave if I tell you what's on my mind? Can I let you see the real me? Will you hang around, or will you break free? Would you break free, baby? I just need to know. Would you let me go if I tell you what's on my mind? I know the day will come when I let you know the love I have for you may grow. Promise to stay, will you promise to never leave? That is to really it's you and me forever, yeah. Ooh. Can I tell you, baby? Can I let you know? Can I let you know? Ooh, can I tell you? Let me let you know
Let's do 5
that I'm digging your style, and I'm feeling your moves. Can I tell you? Can I tell you? I wanna let you know.
Hello. Oof. It's going to sit down here. We got back from New York yesterday, and it's been full on doing stuff at the house and doing all the things that we all have to do at home. And I have to say how happy I am to be home. It's just this like deep breath and sigh of relief to be back home. And I feel so lucky to even be able to say how happy I am to be home, because I know that not everybody feels that way about where they live. So Just feeling very grateful right now. And this is a very short message because what I wanted to share was I have not been able to be putting out blogs at my weekly frequency, which is my intention and what I really want to be doing. But I haven't been able to do that based on, I think, a myriad of things, whether it was Easter holiday, then traveling for a pretty long period of time that really threw off being able to bring my personal computer with me, be able to really do the focused work that I like to do when I edit. And now my daughter's going to have her spring break. All of those things to say, and then plus kind of a shift in some priorities that are going to be going on for the next couple of months. I'm not going to be putting out a blog every single week. It's going to be probably not back to that consistency until I want to say sometime in June is what I'm going to guess, that I won't be able to get it to that frequency until then. I think can you see Archie? I don't know if you can see him. He's right there. Sorry, just thought I was like blocking him for a minute. So here's what I want to assure you of though. There is a big, juicy wellness chat that I want to have about several wellness topics. And wellness, even the word wellness, sometimes can make me shudder because I'm going to speak for myself. I feel like I'm completely inundated wherever I go with all kinds of wellness-centered messages about the 10,000 different things I have to be doing. And if I'm not doing, and if I'm not taking, then I'm going to die. Or, I'm going to fall apart, right? So that fear-based... Ooh, shh, honey. Can mama talk? That fear-based wellness approach, that's not what I'm interested in. I don't respond well to that. In fact, my inner rebel basically wants to just throw everything in the garbage if you're going to be assaulting me with so many messages. But there's a few things that I really need to be paying attention to, and there's a couple things I'm going to be trying. And so what's great about a pause about blogs is that I'm going to be able to really tell you if these things have had an impact and what impact or what effect they've had on how I feel. And let's talk about what those are. So first thing is I'm going to be starting to wear something that a million people do. I have resisted. Again, we're back to that rebel. I'm going to be wearing one of those rings that gives you data, and then you have to take the data and you really have to action on it. You really have to understand it and do the work to understand and synthesize it. I wasn't going to pay over $700 for the Aura ring. I just couldn't do it as like a entree into that. I couldn't go to like the topmost. So I'm doing this one called Ring Con. So not recommending it because I haven't even used it, but I will definitely be able to share with you what that experience is. And if I find any hacks or really great ways to kind of interpret or sit with that data that works for me, I'm going to be sharing that with you. So that's the first thing. Second thing is I have been targeted, advertised this very, very, very expensive bath soak. I'm someone that absolutely loves baths. Algorithm somehow knows that. It's not like I'm looking for bath content. I don't know. I just was like, I'm very curious about this product. I'm just not curious about paying that amount of money. Went into ChatGPT, told it about the product, asked how could I replicate something like this for a much cheaper price. It did that for me. I have ordered a few of the things. I'm going to start taking regular baths. I'm making that a thing because I absolutely love them. And the science is there that talks about how much a bath and being in the water, just overall, can really soothe our nervous systems and just bring our stress level down and just make us feel really good. So I want to start creating a bath habit, and I want to start replicating kind of what this really expensive product and all the crazy claims it made, which are really not possible to claim all the things it's saying. I'm not going to name the product. So if I find that that is amazing, I will be sharing all of those details. So that's the second one. There's actually 4. Third one is I pretty much stopped exercising for like 3 to 4 months. I'm not kidding. I have been dealing with a lot of fatigue. And when you're dealing with a lot of fatigue, it's very easy to just go, I'm just not going to exercise. I've never been an exerciser. I've never been that person that has to move, that has to go to the gym, that has to take the yoga class, that has to go to the boot camp. because if they don't, they basically go crazy. I know a lot of people like that. I have a lot of friends, they're wired that way, and I'm jealous. I'm jealous of all those people. I'm not. I can always find something else that I'd rather be doing, no matter what. And I will always pick that other thing. What not exercising cost me? It cost me a lot. I know that it has cost me a lot. It created a lot of pain in my body, and I've had to deal with that, currently dealing with that. And it's really from not exercising and not continuing to strengthen muscles. And so that is the thing that I have no hack for. I have no cheat code. I've got no encouragement to offer, except to say that there's no choice but to just do it. I have no choice. I really don't. So I want to be able to come back and report to you that I have been able to be consistent about I have the Peloton app, so that's what I'm going to be using. So I want to be able to report to you that I have been consistent about that. So that's that one. Now this is the last one. And this has to do with the fact that I was traveling for so long and eating DoorDash and eating restaurant food and not being able to cook, and that my stomach has been off for some time. So all of that to say, so glad to be home, because what I want to spend some time doing is really being intentional about the food that I'm cooking, and actually get really excited thinking about it, and want to be intentional about really using a lot more vegetables in my cooking, and not just using more vegetables because I can get into like a habit of just kind of doing it the same way every time. I want to be able to come back and tell you that I have been cooking vegetables and using vegetables in lots of different ways. And I want to be able to come back and tell you that I have a few favorites that I'm going to then make so that we can do it together. And you guys can see how I'm using the vegetables. And now that we're going into spring and summer, it's like the perfect time to be on this kind of vegetable, I don't want to say kick, vegetable behavior. Vegetable behavior. I want to be able to come back and share some awesome vegetable-based dishes. And I got 2 cookbooks that I'm obsessed with because I got them on sale just by chance. I happened to check their prices, and they were like $18 for each one. And when I share the recipes, I'm going to show you the cookbook. I'm going to show you whether I've made iterations on the recipes, and we will talk all about that when kind of I come back into regular vlogging. And so that's really kind of the message right now. And so until we see each other again, please take such good care of yourself and be well, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.